width apart and sink down with the hips. So you want to sink your hips down and back, and you're looking forwards as you listen behind and listen above. Relax the shoulders and just very softly gaze forward as you listen behind and above. Keep breathing. And then very gently turn the waist. Oh, I forgot to press mute. Can you do that? If you, I'll do it. Keep going. Oh dear. There we are. I've muted. There should be another person on Zoom, but hopefully they'll find it. I've texted them and I've sent them the link. So we're just sinking and just let the shoulders relax and very gently turn the waist. So you want to sink your hips down and back, and you want to keep your weight in the middle. So you're turning, it's like you're turning round a central column, and you want to really let go in those shoulder joints. So we're going to have a look at silk reeling today, and the Fasun Gong exercises. I want to do the Fasun Gong exercises. Oh, here we go, we're all here now, brilliant. We're all present and correct. Yeah, you've not missed much. We've been having fun, those of us that are in this hall, we've been having fun with the roads, because there was a big sign out last week saying that the Rain Road was going to be shut, and so we all went the long way round, only to find it's going to be shut in 2 weeks.
I told you. I only read one sign, you know.
Yeah, well, I saw the sign last week. And
It
I thought
said
it's
the
gonna
7th.
be the 7th, yeah. It said the 7th, yeah.
It now says the 17th.
It's never
Someone's
17th.
been round the paintbrush.
Yeah. So that's why the class started a bit later than we hoped, because we all took the long way round. So you just want to turn the waist. Now when you want the knees staying in line with the toes, and you're sinking your hips, and you're breathing. So I've been trying out the new music with my groups, and they seem to quite like it. So I will tell that to Peter.
You can. It's lovely.
Yes.
It's much better than the music you have when you're on the telephone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah. The call's not that important, really, is it? If you're on hold, I mean that's a bit of an incorrect statement. Because if it were important, they'd have answered straight away, wouldn't they?
And in the past, if you rang and you didn't get through, you put the phone down and tried again later.
Yeah.
You didn't go in a queue.
Well, we're good at queuing, aren't we? So if you're in a queue, for example, you might be on hold on loudspeaker. You can do this. And things to do while you're in a queue. So just let that lower back really let go. So we're all breathing and we're all lovely and relaxed, aren't we? Very good. And you want to softly gaze forwards as you listen behind and listen above. So we'll skip some of the loosening. We'll have a look at loosening at more detail in a different class, but I just want to get on with this looking at weight transfers and things, because that was fresh from last Wednesday evening. I've been practicing stuff. Been practicing it during the week as well. So all breathing. 2, and 1. Nice. Nice and relaxed. So what you do now is just let the arms drop. Just let the arms drop. That's it. So when you're doing this, you want to stay upright. You want to stay upright, and it's all in the bounce in the legs. And we're all breathing. Oh. So just let the arms drop. Oh dear. Hello. Oh, you blew in. Welcome. Good. There's a bit of room there. There's a bit of room. There we go. Well done for making it. Yeah, they lied. The road is not shut.
Well, now they say it's going to be shut on the
17th. I know. It's sort of turning into waiting for Godot, isn't it? So just relax. There we are. You didn't miss much.
I missed my.
Yeah, you missed that one, but that's only one. You've only missed one, so it's fine because we had to start a bit later, which hopefully, because there's lots of us, we'll be able to get some. The choir's coming, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they won't get too upset of us overspilling a bit, because we'll get the chairs. We've already got some chairs out for them, so. So we just.
Problems with the roads.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, you kind of think, right, I'll make sure I avoid that road, and then you think, oh, no, that's all right. So, welcome. So, we're just letting the arms drop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and, yeah, so next week, if I remember, I'd like to spend a bit longer on the loosening, but this week, less so. So, we're turning the waist. Just show you that from the diagonal view. We're turning the waist and let the arms feel nice and long, and you're just allowing them to swing. So you want to let go in that shoulder. Oh, what an amazing turnout. I am impressed. It's getting positively crowded in here. So.
We'll have to mark us with X's on the floor where we can stand.
We'll have to, yeah, we'll put, one of my teachers in the olden days had cut-out feet. He'd have cut-out feet made out of paper, and then he'd stick them and say, right, you go there, you go there. It was very funny. So that's it, and tall through the body, that's it. So we're just feeling actually I'll show you that from the side. We're feeling this. And we're all breathing. Very nice. So yeah, what would be very useful is Peter, the man that's playing the piano right now. So he plays piano for a choir too, and so does my friend Marion. So yeah, wants to hear feedback on what you think of the music. So if you've got anything specific or particular, then I can tell Peter. Because he was a bit shy about putting it out there on YouTube, sort of in public, and I was like, no, go for it, it's fine. It's a bit, you know, it's not 100% perfect, but it's relaxing, so who cares? So we're going forwards and back, that's it. Turn the waist, and there's a little bit of a bounce. Okay, and then let's just do a bit of bounce and shake. So we'll just do bounce for a bit of bounce. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a bit of shake. So we just do shake. So just feel body is connected, and it's like like when a dog jumps into the sea and then springs out again with much joy and goes and sprays its friends, its human friends, with seawater. And then they go, oh, what a lovely dog, and they get very happy about it. It's very weird, I don't get it, but and then you go, what a nice dog you've got. And they go, oh yes, and they're all covered in seawater, it's great. So culture and all that, it's all good. So 4, 3, 2, 1, right. And then we'll just feel that you're in tune, and just move nice and slowly. Actually, we'll do that one. We'll come back to that in a minute when we're doing the façon bon. And see if you can work out how to do it the other way round. You might not be able to, don't worry about it. Just don't tell me. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like some people are an innie and some are an outie or something like that. So shake out. I'll get my crib sheet for later. Because you can tell I've been using it. I've been reading this avidly, so it's all falling apart. So the deep relaxing exercises, we're going to be working on the first. We'll work on the first 6 of those because they're really, really good for balance. But in the meantime, just breathe in and out. We just start with this just to help us calm down a bit. So just breathe in, turn over, breathe out. That's it, very nice. So if you want, you can lift your hand up like that with the other hand, and then see if you can see what you come up with. And you just breathe in, breathe out. And then just come up, breathe in, breathe. Sink the hips. Breathe in. Okay, then we'll do one more. Everybody? And just relax. I'll just demonstrate what this looks like without sitting on my phone. The next one, parting the clouds. When you're doing it in a chair, I'll just show you from the diagonal. You do the forward and backward thing and push down with the feet and pull down with your sitting bones. So it's like someone's got your tailbone on, boink, and pulled it down. So you come upright, and by sinking your hips, whether you're standing or sitting, that's what causes you to become upright. So this is fresh from last Wednesday evening, because I was asking about the one thing I noticed in Mike's class is he doesn't talk about floating up with the head. And he says because the problem is as soon as you say float up with the head, people kind of artificially pull their head up and it's connected to what's underneath. So what he does is he gets you to sink your hips, but then I like to hedge my bets by saying float through your head as well, but you want to sink the hips first. So when you're doing parting the clouds in a chair, it's a lot more dynamic than when you're doing it in not in the chair. So there we go. Okay, so now when we're doing it standing, it's like this. And then down, 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 down. Keep a round shape in the arms. Notice what you're sensing. Notice what you're sensing. That's it. Very nice. Very nice. And we're all nice and relaxed. Oh, you're all upright. That's it. One more time. Nice. So we're now going to look at some of the Fasun Gong exercises from a style of Chen style Tai Chi. And then all we're going to do, breathe in, breathe out and sink. Breathe in, breathe out. So you want to try and remain horizontal in your movement and avoid uppy-downy thing. Avoid the uppy-downy thing. Don't worry if you do go up and down, that's fine. It just means that you might be a bit tight around the hips area, so you want to relax the muscles around the hips. And we're nice and taut. The chin is tucked in slightly, and you just feel. So when you're floating from here, you really want to sink in the hips. It was quite insistent on that. And we're just breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Marvellous. So this is called balancing yin and yang. And you want to really relax. When you're doing it, think very relaxed thoughts. So again, you might still be on hold. Or like, you know, you're waiting for the boiler person or the plumber person to come. Or that delivery. You know, you just think, okay. So yeah, some of the songs work better than the others, but it's, overall I think it's quite chilled. It's quite chilled out. So you sink down. Now what you do is just raise the heel, but keep your body down. So you transfer, raise the heel. Put the foot down, transfer, raise the heel. Great. Raise the heel. So it's almost like, what was it that, yeah, what Mark said was it's like you're giving your body a sort of massage. Or the other thing he said was it was like, my mum has got a new fella and he's got a vineyard. She doesn't mess about, my mum, does she? No, and ponies. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's great. And they make wine and they have to crush the grapes. I mean, that sounds horrible. I hope they clean their feet before they do that. Ugh. And, you know, with COVID and all that. Anyway, and they crush the grapes. And what Mark said, it was like you were making wine. If that helps. I've never actually made wine. I'd rather eat the grapes. He said, "Here, do you want to have a go?" And she went, "No, I think I'll just drink the wine." Yeah, so there we go. That's good. Fantastic. So that was balancing the chi. Then we've got circling. What's it called? Turning the wheel. Turning the wheel. So we stay in the middle. I'll just show you that from the diagonal view. So you breathe in, the hand comes up the wheel. You breathe out, it comes around in a circle. And then the other hand sneaks up, breathe in, breathe out, and sink. And we just stay in the middle. Breathe in. It's like a very slow moving train, because they're on strike. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. You've been waiting a long time for the train. So it comes up first, then it goes down and forwards. Then it goes in and back. Nice. It's like you're very slowly going forward to shake someone's hand. Hello. And then that's it. Okay, and then what you do is you transfer to the opposite. You come up, transfer to the opposite foot. Nice. So this works your balance. So down. So it's like you're chopping down. Oh yeah, have a.
That's the children. They're new.
Yeah, they're full of germs, aren't they? All the
They
children.
give you colds.
They give you colds, they give you COVIDs and so. Circling. Circling the hand. Oh, turning the wheel. Turning the wheel, circling the hand. That's it. And then what you can do is you go across and then you just let your heel raise and you go back to crushing the grapes. If you need to get some water from the kitchen, feel free. Just keep choking. Okay, that's fine. But choke in a relaxed manner, and then.
You want water?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, wet.
She doesn't want. She doesn't want.
I should do it.
Yeah. And one more time each side. That's beautiful, everybody. So this is brand new from Birmingham, and then. So the next one is called circling the wrists, I think. No, it's not. No, I'll tell you, it's called palm press. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. So it's like that, and then one down, one up, and then you turn. So imagine you've got a big, like a steering wheel. So you put your hands on the steering wheel, and then it comes up and down, turn. Up, down, turn, up. So this is a good one for the brain. Down and then whoosh. There you go. Up, down and whoosh. It's easier, isn't it? If I do the sound effect. Whoosh. Go up, down, turn. Up, down, turn. Up, I think he does it to there, down, turn. Up, I think it's the same one. I think, yeah. I'll check his video. We were. Breathe out. Then you just come up, down, that's it, turn. Up, down, turn. So nice and tall in the back, and you just feel the weight transfer, and then you sink. And this really murders your legs as well, but in a very kind way. It's just, so not too high up with the hands. I'm just doing it to about chin height or lower, and then down. It's like, imagine you've got maybe you've got a big load of like sticky toffee between your hands, and you're stretching the toffee. And that was him. He said, imagine you've got a lot of toffee between you. I thought, that's a lot of toffee, isn't it? So we go like that. And soften the palms of the hands a bit more. That's it. And sink the hips more. Yeah, I'm not sinking enough. So keep sinking. And we'll do one more time each side. That's good. We've got it. So just try not to do more movements than you need to. Have a little shake out. We'll have a little brain break for that, because that's quite. So Yeah, we'll go. I'll part in the waves. No, all right. We'll carry on, and then we'll go through those 6 again, just so you can see. So parting the waves or diagonal flying. You start quite small like this. So one hand on the top, one hand. Let's for those of you on the computer like that with the hands. Very good. And then you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe. Whoops. Actually, breathe in, breathe out. Nice turn. Breathe in. This is another one that's good for the brain. Breathe out. And then it goes. Breathe in. Breathe out. So there's a round shape in the arms, but you're stretching. So this is palm up, this is palm down with a slightly rounded shape, and you want to just stay in the middle for now. Okay, now we try it by shifting our weight. So what you want to do is stay down though. It's very tempting to kind of do that kind of thing. Resist that temptation. Develop a new habit of sinking down as you do that. This is a bit like that bit with the in Hamlet. So have a far away look. Sink down. Sink across. And this is a nice one for the back. So think of your back expanding, lengthen along the spine. So you want to sink the hips, and then we can raise our heel. So do the So these are from Chen style, but I actually learnt them off a guy who doesn't do Chen style. Mark, he does a thing called Chen Man Chin style, but hey, he's a bit of a collector of cool movements. So if it's a good move, he'll just do it anyway. Very good. So down, that's it. Hold. There we go. There we go. So that's it. And that one's down. That one's down there. The other hand. That's it. And then you come back. Then one down, one up. So what's happening, there's a counterbalance going on between the hands. It's not just the one that's going up, it's the one that's going down. And one more time each side. Beautiful, and then come back, and then we'll do the marching. So the marching one, it's like this. It comes up, and then the hand comes down. So it's like you're stroking something. So you come up to reach up for something, and then it's like you're stroking down. So that the cat was doing this second movement earlier on the sofa last night. It was, yeah, and then the other thing they did this morning, there was one on the 4th stair and one on the 6th stair, but one was there and the other one was there, and they were completely spread out. And I was trying to get to the shower, and I was like, "Come on!" Then. Psychological warfare every day with those two. So. That's it. So you come up, reach up, like someone's handing you a pint, and then you, with grape juice. And then we go to the opposite. Down. Opposite. Down. Opposite. And down. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. And then we can do it with the heel raising. Down. So he doesn't go up and down hardly at all, actually, if he does go up and down. So it's a horizontal movement from one side to the other. And one more time each side. Okay, we got next. We'll do the next 6. We'll do the last 6 next week, I think. Otherwise, that's quite a lot for the brain, isn't it? Those first 6. So let's do them again, but we'll just do them now. We've done them without the heel lift. Let's just go straight into them with a heel lift. So that balancing the yin and yang. So I'm trying not to go up too much, but he did it really well. He had this smooth horizontal thing and sinking the hips and just very relaxed as well. So when you lift the heel, you're doing it very soft way. And then we do the breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. That's better, isn't it? So have you noticed when you do something the second time round, it seems to work better, doesn't it? One more time each side. And then back to the middle and back. Down, turn, up, down, turn, up, down, turn, up, down. So there's a sticky toffee one. Yeah, my nan used to make toffee. It was really yummy. Brilliant. She could make gooey stuff, and she also used to make this brittle stuff. It's really nice. Not very good for you, but well, it made you feel better. But and then parting the way. One more time each side. And then oh, wrong way. That's it. You can do it the same side though, as well as the opposite, but he just, when we done it with him in Birmingham, we did it the opposite, but he said you can also do it the same side. One more time each side. Okay, and then we'll close these 6 moves. So this one we all know already. This is the last movement. And then we'll just sink down. So you're nice and relaxed, nice round, curve shape of the arms. breathe out, sink down, sink down. That's very nice. And relax around the jaw, very nice. And finish. Have a little shake. Good. Okay, we'll plug away. We've only got 6 more moves left, so it's 12 moves in total. And we've done movement number 12, so actually we've only got 5 more to do. One we've kind of already done, but we'll do those next week. We'll do those next week because although they're relatively straightforward moves, he's got these little subtleties in it. So I will study the video over the next few days and make sure I've got it good enough. And yeah, so it's you know, yeah. Any questions on the Fasun Gong? So it just gets loosely translated. Fasun Gong, deep relaxing exercise. Deep relaxing exercise. So, but has effects, positive effects on improving balance, and you feel because you're doing this stuff, it really tunes you into your feet. Really tunes you into your feet. It's a very useful thing for that. Okay, let's try one of my. So that was a way of improving your balance by having more weight on one leg than the other. But actually, let's have a look at one of Mike's exercises, which I thought was brilliant. We did it last week. We did it for a very long time. If you you could try it out using your walking stick or something. If you want to try standing up for a bit. If it gets too character building, try it out. Just see what you can work out on the chair, because by moving forwards and back and pressing down with your feet, you're still working your legs anyway. So on the radio, okay, let's turn the foot out, and then what you want to do is you want to be square onto the opposite wall. So you keep that. If I put my book, oh, that's handy, isn't it? I'll put my book there. So I've got this foot on the back corner, and then this foot on the front corner. So, and if I show from the side, and you want to be square onto the opposite wall. So you might want to orientate yourselves, those of you that are in the room, so you've definitely got a wall that you're opposite. That's it. And then sink. We'll just practice sinking into the back foot and the front foot. You can see why it's. So now breathe in. Breathe out, sink down. So what you want to do is try and get a smooth transition. Breathe in, breathe out. And we won't do it too many repetitions because it completely murders your legs. Breathe in, thanks Mike. Breathe out. So Mike did this. We did this for hours. Well, not quite hours. It felt like we did it forever. So you sink, breathe in. Breathe out, sink through the back foot. Breathe in, breathe out. So one thing Mike said last week is the breathing we're using as a structure to help us with this. So you breathe in as you go along, and breathe out as you go down into either the front foot or the back foot. But don't think that this is the exercise. You can do it in the other way as well. It's just this is what he was using as a way of really connecting you to the movement, rather than this is how you, because if you had to breathe out every time you sunk forward or sunk back, that'd be a bit silly, wouldn't it? But we're just using it as a way of looking at something. So a principle, not a rule. And then that was so good, we're going to try that on the other side. But before that, we'll stand in our Wu Chi first, get that nicely sunk. And dear, I hope the door's going to be okay. Can you shut that door? Yeah, because I'm just thinking. Let's wait. We'll wait for the door to shut because it's. We've got to get. What is it? Is that? It's very windy, isn't it? Yeah.
The dust is blowing the fen.
Yeah, you get the fen blow, don't you? This time of year.
Three fields that were
Three threes of fen blow. Oh my goodness me.
But it's
very hard to see, isn't it? When you.
But it's nothing to do with the 50s and 60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They weren't so bothered about saving the planet in the 50s and 60s, were they? Breathing in, breathing out. As you sink down, breathe in, breathe out. So sink, check your posture, make sure everything's in line. So you want to be square onto the opposite wall. That's it. So we did this for ages. This was in the intermediates class, and this is pretty much what we did for at least half the class. And do you know, moving slowly with the breathing, it totally, because what we want to do is we want to work the muscles, we want to work the structural muscles of our body, which is what this does.
Are you holding the stance when you get to the...
Yeah, I'm maintaining the shape.
No,
So
when you get to forwards,
yeah,
are you holding that or are you going straight back?
I'm holding it for a bit as I breathe out, and then as I breathe in, that's when I'll start moving. So there's a little pause at the end. It's like a comma. Okay, right, shake out. Whew. Murder, isn't it? So very, very good for your legs. Let's pause for a quick, oh gosh, very short water break, and then I'll just pause for a really, really good for the break. So on the radio, it said, as well as your aerobic stuff and your exercise, you get 150 minutes of exercise a week. You have your let's just do some silk wings. So you go across, you go down, you transfer the weight, sink the hips. And you want the arms to float and the arms being moved. Now you can do this either sitting down or standing up, both work. That's it. So just see how you get on. It's kind of more palatable with the music on, isn't it? Because it just helps you. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, we're doing this really hard thing. It's quite tricky to do. I'll just show you from the diagonal view. So it just floats. It floats. And the loud bit is what's happening in the legs. So you transfer the weight, you turn, and you sink the hips. And you want your knees in line with the toes. But by working the muscles, what it does, it pulls on the bones. If you strengthen your muscles, it pulls on the bones, which encourages bone growth. So it can help your bone density by doing that horrible leg exercise we did, that Mike did last week, with a really slow. By moving slowly, you're working your muscles structurally and improving your bones. So they'll be able to show you the science of it soonish, because Mike's part of a study at Addenbrooke's. They're doing a physio study, and he's done the video for it. They're doing Tai Chi. They're going to be doing Tai Chi, And they're going to be measuring things like the bone density, blood pressure, circulation, all sorts of stuff like that. So try that the other side, so we just try it. Nice, yeah. So just relax, think relaxed thoughts. So we're not in a hurry, but what you want to do is you want to look at your structure and look at your connection. You want to look at your connection. Oh yeah, we started a bit late, didn't we? Okay, that's less of a... Yeah, so we've had an epic journey getting here. So shoulders relaxed. So sink the hips so you stay upright. You're upright by your hips sinking, and then you soften the muscles and calm the mind. Calm the mind. Beautiful. Okay, other side. So we start here. Have the weight in the left leg. Turn the palm up. So you want to use your left hand. Your left hand. Bring the left hand across. Turn. Transfer the weight. Turn. Cross. So with this one, you want to really relax the shoulders. That was so good, we're going to do it with the other arm. So we go like this. So you want to relax, and the shoulders are level, the hips are sinking across, down, across, that's it. So if you're doing it assisted, that comes up, you push it down, push it up, that's it. Think soft, relaxed thoughts. Okay, and then seamlessly sneak the other hand. Oh my goodness me. And then look at that. So you wanna keep your arms very relaxed and understate the arms. Just make them very, very soft. Yeah. Especially those of you on Zoom, really soften your arms and make it very small. Because you've been doing this a while, so you can make the movement smaller. And it feels different, but you want to feel the palms are opening and the wrists are relaxed. And sink the hips, that's it. Sink the hips. This works your balance too, because you're working your legs, you're working the muscles. It works the muscles, which is good, because I said on the radio, work the muscles, so you come across, that's it. Turn, across, turn. This is it in square. Cross, turn, across, turn. Go to the bottom corner, now we change directions. Across, turn, across, turn, across, turn, across, turn, across, turn. So look at what I'm doing with my hands. My fingers are pointing behind, then that tucks under. My fingers point to the back and down, and it scoops underneath. Scoops underneath. Soft arms, soft, light floating arms. So the arms are on the same level, same level, but same shelf. Bottom shelf, top shelf. Bottom shelf, top shelf. Bottom shelf, look, they're the same level, top shelf. Marvellous. Okay, have a little shake out because that really does move your legs. Yeah, give a little shake. Oh. This is the. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. No, it really does work the legs. Yeah. Oh, we're getting some moans here. Okay. I'll show it on the. Hang on, let me come a bit closer. So this is what it looks like sitting down. We're going to do push away a mountain. This is it sitting down. Just watch. It goes like that. Then this flips over. Just busk it if you can't. And then long arm, bendy arm, push away the mountain. Not that there's many mountains in this neck of the woods. Well, we've got Castle Hill, haven't we? That's like a mountain. Or the Devil's Dyke, that's a mountain. Okay, that's what it looks like in a chair. I'll do 2 more in a chair, then I'll demonstrate standing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simples. Right. And then when you're standing up and doing it, it's even more fun. So you stroke the giraffe. 1, 2, 1 long one, 1 bendy one. So long one out to the front, bendy one like you're about to sneak a cup of tea. Okay, turn to the long one, turn to the bendy one, and push away the mountain. Nice. So go, if you go back a bit, go back a bit. Well, that's it. Then you're out of shot. So, okay. Then you go down, down, up in the middle. Just show that from the side. So up in the middle, longer arm, bendy arm. Turn to the longer arm first. Then you turn to the bendy arm, bring your hands by the side of the head. Then you go opposite, push away the mountain. You stroke down, palm up, palm out, palm up. And then the palm up, that's the bendy arm, the palm out, that's the long arm. Long arm, short arm. Transfer the weight, push away the mountain. So this does a lot of things. 1, 2. And then what you do is you relax even more. 3, and make it smaller. Make the movement smaller. So it's kind of a little bit more subdued, rather than look at what I'm doing, everybody. You wanna. It's very subtle. You wanna make it subtle. So like very gentle, something very gently swaying in the breeze. As you can see, it's very good for the brain, yeah?
Leaves it confused.
Yeah, you just want to relax. So if you feel that your brain is getting confused, just relax. So you want to calm the mind. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, what a relief. So yeah, just relax, that's it. Push away the mountain. You come down. Move the weight. Move the weight. In the middle, weight in the middle. Turn towards the long arm. Move the weight towards the short arm. Push away the mountain. Down. Down. Transfer the weight. Long arm, short arm. Push away the mountain. Wow, look at that, are we clever? Okay, so let's just do this one. So you have one hand in front, one underneath, one on top. And we're just going to go very gently, very small movement. Turn, open. So make it a small movement. So if you do it without the arms, you just have the shoulders. So you can do it So for example, you could do it like that. So, outwards. Outwards and down. That's it. Outwards and down. So all in the waist. Turn the waist, turn the waist, turn the waist. Turn the waist, turn the waist. And then eventually the waist movements become very small. So that I'm doing it big so you can see what I'm doing, but actually it's too big. Everything. But it's very difficult to see what's happening if you do it how you're supposed to. Okay. And then finish with this one. We just come up, down. Oh, what a relief. Oh. It's like you're about to sit on a stool. Oh, and just relax. Okay, so I'll just show you the push away the mountain, how I'd do it at home if I was practicing at home. Yeah. So, much more subtle, but it's harder to see then, isn't it? You can't really see what's going on. But I'll do it much more, yeah, subtle. Okay, come round. Oh, we are in a circle. Great. Okay, let's. You can come back to that one. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And we're all breathing. Oh, we must have gone over because the music stopped and it's an hour and 4 minutes, so oops. Okay, so we just do this. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. We'll try and spend longer on the silk reading because there's a lot in the silk reading. Very good for the brain. And it's the silk reading that's the nuts and bolts of the form. Because this is a forms class. And one more time. So we've got the birdie singing, which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you work out whether it was your recording?
No, it's the recording of the birdie. Yeah, it's a bit windy for normal birdies. And then polish the base. So hopefully your posture's a bit better today, and we'll plug away with the silk reading and then get on the form as soon as we can, because I don't want to. We've got the form to get through. And rub the lower back. So this is very good. Warming up the kidneys. Very nice. And then breathe in. Where's the choir? They should be here by now. If I hold them out. Is the choir coming this week?
Yes.
It is coming this week. Well,
We don't stop we're not allowed until 22.
oh, okay. But sometimes people come early, which is fine.
They're coming up.
No, we're very happy about that.
We don't start at 2 o'clock, you see. No, it starts at 2 o'clock, well, it's 10 past really.
And relax. There we go. So sink down, feel the ground, sink the hips, feel nice and tall because you're correctly aligned. Just breathe in and out for a bit. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and bow. Brilliant. Well done everyone. Fantastic. Right, we're all the same next week. Great.
Well done.
Yeah, good job.